In this problem, you're being given the figure as shown, and you're being asked to determine the ratio of PT over PS. Now, I'm going to show you the correct way to do this, and I'm also going to show you a little cheat that can help you to solve this problem faster, given the answers that you were given and given the way that the figure was drawn. But I want you to know the way to actually solve the problem, and then we can talk about how to get a quicker answer. Well, what we can do here is we can take a look at the figure, and we can realize that what we have are two sets of similar triangles, okay? And those two sets of similar triangles are PTQ and PSR. Now, how do we know that they are similar triangles? We know that they're similar triangles because we have been told that angle X and angle X are the same, or actually these angles both have a measure of X, okay? So that's one angle, and then they share this angle. Let's call it angle Y, okay? So here, this angle is equal to this angle. They both have measure of X, and this angle is being shared by both triangles, and obviously they're going to be equal to each other. So all you need in order to declare two triangles to be similar is that they have two angles that are the same measure. So by that definition, these are similar triangles. And why is that important? Well, that's important because we know that sides of similar angles are proportional. So if this side is 8 and the side of the bigger triangle is 10, then the side of PT is also going to be proportional in the same proportion to QT and RS. So PT over PS is therefore going to be equal to QT over RS, which is equal to 8 over 10. And if we simplify that, that's going to be equal to 4 over 5. So 4/5 is our answer. Okay, now I was going to give you a cheat here, okay? Without doing any of this fancy stuff, if we look at PT as it compares to PS, PT seems to be almost as big as PS. Obviously, it's not as big, but it's almost as big. Certainly, we would say that it's more than, PT is certainly more than half the size of PS. And remember, we are being told that this figure, or we're not being told that the figure isn't drawn according to scale, so therefore we can assume that it is drawn according to scale, so we can make inferences. So it's clearly, PT is clearly more than half the size of PS. So all we would have to do, just by looking at the diagram, we could knock A off. 1/5 is clearly less than half. We could knock B off, right? That's clearly less than half. We can knock C off. That's clearly less than half. And we can knock D off because we know that it's more than half. So the only one that's more than half is E. So again, without doing any mathematical computations at all, without doing any ratios, we can, by process of elimination, get ourselves right to 4/5. But you also know how to do it the correct way.